Hi everyone and welcome to English with Miss B. Today's topic is some versus any. What's the difference? Guys, this is so important to know when you're trying to express a quantity without actually giving an exact number. It makes your English sound more fluent when you use these two words in the right context correctly. So tune in if that's something that you would like to improve or learn for the first time. Let's go over the basic rules. Now, remember, unfortunately, there are always exceptions, but let's just stick to the basic rules for now. So, number one, some is used normally in a positive sentence. So, if the sentence is sounding positive or it's not negative, then normally you would use the word some. So some is used in positive sentences. Here are some examples. And sorry, it's a little bit cut off, but it says, I have some apples. Okay. That's not a negative sentence, is it? It's a positive sentence. Okay. I have some apples. Okay. So in that case, we used some. Another example, we bought some milk. Not a negative sentence. We bought some milk. So we've used some in both of these examples. It's used in positive sentences. Okay, now let's talk about any. So any is the opposite of some. And any is used in negative sentences. What do I mean by that? For example, I don't have any apples. So that's a negative thing. You don't have any apples, okay? So before we said, I have some apples. That's positive. Now, negative, I don't have any apples. And again, the I is cut off. I'm so sorry. I don't have any apples. Negative sentence. So we used any. But any is also used in questions. So if I want to ask someone if they have something, I can use any. For example, do you have any milk? Or do you have any apples? Do you have any sugar? I'm asking a question to that person if he or she has something. Okay. Do you have any? All right. So those two examples again. I don't have any apples. Do you have any milk? So any is used in negative sentences, but also when you're asking a question. Okay, let's just dive in a little bit deeper here so that you really, hopefully, understand. So some is used when we expect something to exist. So we are expecting that that thing does exist. Or if we assume that it's there, okay? So you kind of know that that thing already exists or that it's there, okay? For example, there are some cookies in the jar. I know, or I'm assuming that there are cookies in the jar. So I can say, there are some cookies in the jar. And also, that's not a negative sentence. If there are cookies in the jar, that's positive, I think. So we would use some. There are some cookies in the jar. I expect that there are cookies in the jar, and I know that the cookies exist in the jar. Or I assume the cookies are there. So you're assuming the cookies are in the jar. Okay, deeper explanation for any. Any is used when we don't know if something exists or when it doesn't exist at all. So it's the opposite, guys. So I don't know if it exists, if what I want or what I'm asking for exists. I don't know if it's there at all or if it exists at all. I want to find out, okay? So for example, are there any cookies? So I'm asking, I don't know if there are any cookies, if they exist. So I use any. Are there any cookies? I say that because I'm not sure if there are, okay? So try and remember that any is mostly used when it's a negative and some is normally used when it's a positive, okay? Example number 2, there aren't any cookies left. So I know that the cookies do not exist. So I can say there aren't any cookies that exists. Okay. Do you remember what aren't means? It's a contraction. There are 2 words that have smushed together to make one word, one contraction. Aren't. Do you know what it is? The answer is are not. Are plus not equals aren't. There are not any cookies left. Okay, that was a side note. Okay, and of course, I'm sorry, but there are always exceptions to the rule. Okay, so any can sometimes be used in positive sentences. Sometimes it can be. I'm so sorry. When it means it doesn't matter which one. So if I'm trying to say it doesn't matter which one, I can use any in the sentence, okay? For example, take any book you like. I'm saying I don't care which book you take. It doesn't matter. Take any book you like. Does that make sense? Or you can call me anytime. So those are both sort of positive sentences, but what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter, right? Call me anytime. It doesn't matter what time. Take any book you like. It doesn't matter which book. Does that make sense? So there are exceptions to the rule. This is one of them. So when you're trying to say it doesn't matter which one, then you can say any. So we use some in positive sentences, okay? But also when we're trying to be polite and make an offer, okay? So, for example, would you like some coffee? I'm asking if you would like something. I'm being polite. I'm offering you something. Would you like some coffee? And actually, yes, I would, just very quickly because I need it. All right. So, some is often used in offers and polite requests. So if I'm being polite or I'm offering you something, would you like some coffee? All right. Or can I have some water, please? Okay. So I'm being polite. I'm asking for something. Can I have some water, please? Or would you like some coffee? All right. So some is used when you're making an offer to someone. Would you like some muffins? Would you like some sugar with your coffee? Or polite requests. I'm making a request here. Please, can I have some water? Okay. Or please, could I have some sugar with my coffee? Does that make sense? So try and remember this one. Okay. Let's do a quick practice. So here are some sentences. And I've left it blank where I want you to have a go at filling in the blank. So you need to try and put some or any in these blank spaces and make sure the sentence makes sense. And of course, you need to use some or any in the right way. Okay? So here are your sentences. I need sugar for the cake. Do you have questions? We don't have bread left. Would you like tea? Pause the video, have a go at writing down some or any to fill in these blanks, and we can mark it together very soon. Okay, let's see how you all went. So for me, I would do the easiest ones first. So I know this one here, for example, we don't have bread left. Now that's a negative thing. You've ran out of bread. The bread does not exist. So you would say we don't have any. So any. We don't have any bread left. So that was the answer for that one because it's negative. We don't have any bread left. You would never say we don't have some bread left. No. What about this one? Would you like tea? Now remember, I'm offering someone something. I'm making an offer and I'm being polite. Would you like tea? It's an offer, so I would use some. Some. I hope you can all see. Would you like some tea? All right. So it's an offer, so we use some. Okay, what about these ones? I need sugar for the cake. I need any sugar for the cake, or I need some sugar for the cake. The answer is some. Okay, it's not a negative sentence. You're simply saying that you need something. I need some sugar for the cake. Do you have questions? All right, what's the answer for that one? Now remember, you're asking a question, okay? Now, although this one was a question, it was an offer. I was offering someone something, so it's different to just a normal question, okay? Do you have any questions is the answer for this one. Do you have any questions? All right, I'm asking the question. Do you have any questions? Okay, so the answer is any. Well done if you got all of those correct. Give yourself a tick. And if you got any incorrect, then just write down the correct answer next to it so that you know for next time and that you can study. So well done. Okay. Right. Let's move on. All right. Challenge mode. So what I would like you all to do is to write down some questions. Write down some questions, okay? It's not a negative sentence. I'm saying write down some questions, okay? So I used some in this sentence. Write down some questions and responses using some and any. So just in your notepad or if you've got a book and a pen, have a go at writing down some questions and responses, okay? So question, response, question, response. For example, do we have any eggs? I'm asking a question. Do we have any eggs? The response, no, we don't have any eggs. All right. So that was a negative. We don't have any eggs. That's negative. We don't have any. So I used any. Do we have any sugar? I used any because I'm asking the question, do we have any sugar? But the response, yes, we have some sugar. The response was positive. Yes, we do have sugar. So I would say, yes, we do have some sugar. It's a positive response. We do have some sugar. Would you like some bread? Now remember, although it's a question, it's an offer. I'm offering someone something. Would you like some bread? Yes, please, I would like some bread. So the response was positive. So I used some. Yes, please, I would love some bread. What if the response was negative? What would I say? Let's say I didn't want the bread. What would I say? Would you like some bread? No, thanks. I don't want any bread, because the response is negative. I hope that makes sense to everyone. For example, do we have any eggs? No, we don't have any. Do we have any sugar? Yes, we have some sugar. Okay, so just understand positive versus negative responses. Would you like some bread? I'm offering someone something. Yes, please, I would like some bread. Positive response, so I'm using some. Well, everyone, that's all we have time for today. I hope you all learned something. Some versus any can be a tricky one to understand. So if you need to watch this lesson over and over again and take notes, go ahead and do that. Or if you'd like to book your one-on-one lesson with me, then go ahead and do that. The link is in the description.